Guess what today is? It's a day in my life. Alright. Gotta take the youngest one to school because she won't sprout wings and fly. See you later, alligator. Have a nice day. Now I go back home and I have a morning meeting in about an hour, so I'll just lay in bed and look on my phone until then. My two older kids who are in high school, they don't start until about 8:15, and my youngest one had to be at school at 7:35. So I wake up and I take her because I'm such a nice, amazing mommy. So I let the other ones finish getting ready and not have to leave so early. And then get ready for the day. So this is my little skincare, perfume, treatment little shelf, I guess you can say. I've got a shelf full of stuff. One day I'm gonna have an entire walk-in closet. All done. If I do decide to wear makeup today, I will do it in the car because if you know, you know. Okay, it's 11 o'clock and I am finally heading to work. I'm at a stop sign, so I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara. And I wanted to do like a little story time and like explain how I came to start making videos on YouTube. So once upon a time, I worked in a hospital, and my daughter, who was, I don't know, I think she was a junior in high school, she would walk to the hospital to, there's somebody there now, so I'm just gonna go. I didn't finish my mascara, but whatever. They're waiting for me to go, so I had to go. So my daughter was a junior in high school, and she wasn't driving yet, and she wasn't playing. It was in between sports, so she had like where she would walk to the hospital, or one of her friends would drop her off, and then I would take her home. And I had filled up my Stanley, my purple Stanley that I had, that a coworker of mine had bought for me because she had actually broke my other cup. So she bought me a lavender Stanley, which is my favorite color. And all my kids, like once I didn't even know what it was when this coworker bought it for me. I was just like, oh cute, it's purple. And the first initial thought was, oh my god, this thing is huge and heavy and I'm probably not gonna like it, but let me just use it. And I only left it at work. I would usually, I think at the very beginning, I was, I'm gonna add another stop sign, so I'm gonna put some more mascara on. So anyways, I fill it up with this hospital ice, which my entire family was obsessed with. Everybody knows the hospital has the good crunchy ice. And I fill it like to the brim so that it would last like more, because I have more water at home, but I don't have that ice, right? So I fill it up to the brim. I go to the bathroom, and little did I know that this evil child of mine was like scarfing down all the water that I had just filled up in my Stanley. And she was playing a prank on me basically, and she recorded herself for TikTok, this stupid camera, and she went viral. She recorded herself drinking my Stanley, and when I come back to my office, she like is just waiting for me to pick up the Stanley, and then I pick it up and I'm like, you fucking drank it all, and I'm like yelling at her. Like, my reaction was, you know, not the best motherly reaction, but whatever. And she went viral, and it's still going. It's like at 3 million or something. And so from that video, she was able to monetize, and since then has had several more videos go viral, and she's, you know, monetized. She gets paid. She's in the Creator Rewards program, whatever or the TikTok shop. She sells for the TikTok shop, everything. So when that happened, I was like, what the heck is this TikTok? I didn't even have it downloaded on my phone. And I'm like, let me check this out. And so I started doing it, and I started in June, I want to say. It was June or July. But like within 2 or 3 months, I was monetized as well. And I've also been monetized. I've also been making money for videos. I've been selling a lot of products and making money off of that. So, and it's something that just like, I was interested in, and I'm just like, let me see what I can do with this. And then it became like a lot of fun because I started being creative, and a majority of my videos are all of my kids, and my kids love it. My kids are always like, oh mom, record this, and we're gonna go into this store, you should record this. Like, they tell me what to record. And unfortunately, I feel like my channel didn't grow that fast because it's all of them and it's not of me. And I feel like the channels that do the best is when the main person does a lot of talking, a lot of face-to-face. Everybody seems to really respond to that. So it's grown. I'm not like complaining because I do get money for the views and for the sales and stuff like that, but it's not anything where like I'm about to quit my job. Where I have spent a lot of time on TikTok, and I've seen a lot of people who are like, it's changed my life, and they were just in the very beginning doing this, and then all of a sudden this person's like, I quit my job, or my husband quit their job, and now I'm doing this full time and he's home. And so it, you know, this social media stuff does change people's lives. And I've been following a lot of YouTubers for many years, and actually YouTube was my favorite. YouTube was my baby girl. I started watching YouTube back in the pandemic, back in 2020, and I've fallen in love with several different YouTubers. My very first one who popped my cherry was Maria Gloria. I just thought she was hilarious. She's Latina, so you know, I really, what's the word? I connected with her, just her whole entire journey. I really liked what she had to say about makeup and about brown skin. Who did I get? Then Sarah Ray Vargas. She's another Latina. Well, she's half Latina, but she's just another one that I really like. I bond with, and both of them, I watch everything that they put out. Everything, every short, every video, I get notified. I watch to this day. Like every morning, I look for their videos. So, back to the story. Anyway, so when I started monetizing and doing all this, I've had some really positive reaction in my community, and a majority of my kids are like obsessed with my videos. And I pick them up, you know, after school, after football practice, and drop them off at their house, or just being at the schools, at the different functions. I have so many kids from all the schools, because there's an elementary, a junior high, and a high school in my town, and I have one in junior high and 2 in high school, and all the kids from both the schools are always like, oh, I saw your video yesterday, or you're all over my For You page, and just all the time. And they're telling my kids that, and they're like, your mom is so funny, or whatever, which I actually don't feel like I've even been that funny, because I really don't film myself that much. But anyways, so they've really encouraged us, and a lot of my son's friends, who are a bunch of football players and basketball players and whatever, they're telling me, I've had like 3 of them tell me that I should do long form, that what I post of my family and my kids and all that is long form. It's more long form than it is, you know, the shorts on, well, they're not really shorts, but like my TikTok videos. So they've been telling me that for a while, and I'm just like, yeah. But see, the thing is that I am damn near 100 years old, and I don't know how to do all this editing or anything, and with the lighting and the tripods and all that. I'm like, somebody do it for me kind of girl. I'm like, Mario, come set this up for me so I can record myself making dinner or whatever. So my kids are like a majority of this production. I would say I'm the producer because I decide what content's going to go out and what I think is funny or whatever. But a majority of everything comes from my kids because they're setting everything up and they're doing all the editing. So yeah, so the TikTok, it took me a good month or so of my youngest child, my 11-year-old, to show me how to even edit so that I can make my own TikToks without bothering her, because I was driving her nuts because I was wanting to post like 3-4 times a day and she's in the middle of her summer or whatever and she didn't want to be editing all these videos for me, so I had to learn how to do it myself. So now with YouTube, I'm trying to figure it out. And so she did edit the very first video that we made. And it was like me asking her like 4 different days in a row, and she's spending like 20 to 30 minutes before she gets bored or she walks away or whatever. She uses an excuse. And so finally she did it. And I was hoping that it would have went out a lot sooner or whatever, but so now I just have to figure it out for myself, basically, is what I'm saying. So that is my journey on social media. So the whole reason why I switched over to YouTube is because TikTok, you know, the whole like it was getting shut down and all that stuff. And I think it was just time. I'm still going to continue with TikTok. TikTok is, I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth, and it's not what it was, and I don't think it'll ever be back to where it will be. And it's very confusing right now with TikTok. And so I'm just like, you know what, let me just spread my horizons, basically. Let me just, I don't know, it's fun, basically. It's fun. The day that it turns into not fun is like, if I don't feel like filming, I'm not going to film, or if I don't feel like editing I don't have to, because it's not my full-time job. It's not what is feeding my family. It's something that we do that's fun, and yes, we do make money off of it, and the majority of the time I just put it right back into producing, or, you know, like for the TikTok shop, when I would sell products, whatever I made, you know, $30-$40 here and there, I would turn around and buy more stuff from the TikTok shop just so that I can promote more products to make more money. So basically that's what I'm just going to do here. Like if I do, you know, start making more, or, you know, then I'll just, you know, book us a trip and we'll just film that, and that'll be content, and we'll just put, you know, it just put your money back into your business until it grows, until you're at a comfortable spot. So that being said, I am almost at my work, and we'll go from there. We'll continue with the day in a life. All right, it is just a little bit after 3. I am done working. We gotta go get the little one, and let's go make dinner. Are jealous because my roads are always empty. That's one good thing about being so rural, is that there's no cars, there's no people anywhere. It's just us, the javelina and the deer, basically.
And the birds. And
Not
the
birds.
And the mountain.
But the javelina and the deer are in the road, is my point.
Oh.
Okay. Back to our concert.